Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of It's Time to Heal, and today I'm with a very special guest.
Vivian. With an E.
This is Vivian, guys, like my twin, literally. But yeah, today we are going to be talking about a very important topic, a topic that just affects us, as we're growing up and our relationships, etc. So I'm very, very excited for this conversation because it's very needed. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy, but I'm also a little bit nervous.
A bit nervous. Yeah. Do you want to tell them what you do, a little bit about yourself?
So, hi, my name is Vivian with an E. I am 27. I'm a full-time makeup artist.
Okay, perfect, guys. Can you not see the makeup?
This was rushed. This is 20 minutes, by the way.
And it's given.
This is 20. Thank you. This is 20 minutes, but
cool.
Yeah, I'm a full-time makeup artist, and I love going to the gym, and I love God.
Period. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a little icebreaker. Okay. So just questions to get your mind thinking a little bit. So we're playing Would You Rather.
Okay.
It's not as bad as you think.
Too much.
So the first one is, would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be invincible for 10 minutes a day?
Oh, I feel like I would have picked the be invisible if it weren't just limited on the 10 minutes.
10 minutes is
it's too small.
I think teleport, because if you want to travel, I'm out.
Teleport for sure.
Yeah.
I need to get someone, avoid traffic. Do you know what I mean? Get somewhere quickly. There you go. Boom.
I'll teleport as well.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is, would you rather be always 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
20 minutes early.
20 minutes
early. I feel like it's killed this culture, especially with black people.
Why are people always late?
Normalized.
Even though I'm working on it, guys. Today I was actually on time.
This one does not involve me to time. I was actually on time as well, to be honest.
But yeah, I think respecting people's time
is money. And I feel like it's just really disrespectful. Like e.g., let's take weddings, for example. Mm-hmm. When people just do the whole, the wedding starts at 12, but you're telling me...
I don't like the whole concept of black timing.
Yeah.
I think it's an excuse.
It is.
For you to just anyhow.
And they've normalised it now, and I don't like that. I
need to work on it myself, being late, but I think...
You did amazing today.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself. And I came from work, but yeah. So, 20 minutes early, because imagine if you have an interview and you're 10 minutes late. It's not a good look. The next one is, would you rather go on a fancy dinner date or a spontaneous road trip date? Actually, one
spontaneous road trip. I have this thing where when I go on a first date, I don't like going to dinner. I could do it.
Is this the first?
But I feel like, is that?
Let's say it's a fancy dinner date as a first date.
No, I would still pick a spontaneous road trip.
Yeah, I think that's too much for first date.
I think it's too much for me. I would rather go bowling, do something fun, do something that we can end up planning bowling, and then we end up in central London. I don't know, something. Just
something spontaneous. But then what if you've already been speaking to this person, so you guys know you get along, and then you've gone to this fancy dinner date? So it's not like it's just a random person.
Okay, if it's not a first date, fancy dinner date would be nice. If it's not a first date, if it is a first date, I would. No.
You want to, get to know them, talk.
I want to be natural. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Let it flow, have fun.
Yeah, I'll probably pick...
You would pick a fancy dinner date, It's alright.
Do you know what? I might just pick the dinner date. Yeah. I like to dress up.
Yeah, right.
And take pictures and all that stuff, so yeah. Okay, the next one is... Would you rather fall for someone who's the total opposite or someone who's exactly like you? Total opposite of you or someone exactly like you?
Oh, I was about to say total opposite, but then I feel like that one's a little bit hard because
total opposite of me.
I feel like someone like you will always have things that they want to do separately, or there's. Do you know what I mean? In comparison to having a total opposite, there's not.
But then when people say opposites attract. So let's say you're too loud or you're very outgoing. Imagine having someone who's too loud and very outgoing. And you're both just loud
and out. Okay, together. Cool. Okay, total opposite.
Okay. Okay, let's say you like something. You like going to the gym and they hate it. What about that?
That's fine.
You don't mind? Oh, you wouldn't mind?
I mean, I was having this conversation the other day. I need someone that's in the gym. I'm sorry.
You have to be.
No, I'm sorry. I need someone.
I think that makes sense.
Someone that works out or someone that understands. Like, I feel like there's just a different level of passion there. Sorry. Yeah.
I think I would go for. I don't know. It's hard. I was gonna say someone like me, but then there's some traits that I wouldn't want for them to have.
But there's always going
to be being indecisive, and then you two are indecisive.
So it's like, where we go for date night?
I don't know.
You pick. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Cool. So you have to pick one. Go on.
Opposite.
I'll go for opposite as well.
Opposite.
Okay, and the last one is: would you rather share all your secrets with your friends or know all of theirs? Okay, let's change it because your friends you can confide in.
Yeah. For sure.
Would you rather share all your secrets with... Oh no, this is easy. Just in general, would you rather share all your secrets or know all of someone else's secrets? And let's say the secrets are bad. Let's say they've murdered someone.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. Let's say they've done something terrible. Would you want to know all of their secrets?
I don't know if my secrets are like... So what I was going to say was I would rather know theirs only because I'm the type of person that like, especially with past friendships and relationships and stuff, and the fact that people have confided in me with like their secrets or things, and I'm someone that like, that's not my business to share with whether or not we're friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whether or not we're friends anymore after, like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not leaving my mouth.
That culture of immediately, let's say the relationship is over, anymore. Everything else is coming to light.
It's coming to light.
I think that's
very crazy.
That's weird.
And that's really dark. And that's not the type of person I am. So I would rather know their secrets and know, like,
because you trust yourself.
And I trust myself.
Yeah.
Whereas me telling them, I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to, no. Yeah,
I think I would rather know
theirs. I'd rather know theirs because...
But even in terms of secrets, I don't... I don't think I have like deep, dark
do you know
secrets.
Like, my secret is, okay, I don't know, maybe one. I used to like steal sweets from Morrison's.
But yeah, I think I'd rather know theirs because I trust myself. I know my character, but you can't determine someone else's character. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's the end of the Would You Rather. How did you find it?
Yeah, good.
Okay. We are speaking on just fathers, and the title of this is probably going to be called Daddy's Girl. Just the importance of having a father, our separate experiences with our dads, and how it's affected us and how we've, I guess, navigated, life. So my first question to you is, start off light. Tell me a positive memory of yourself and your dad. It can be literally anything. Yeah.
Okay. A positive memory. I have quite a few, but they're from like childhood. And I think if I had to put it as a collective, it would be when, like, during Christmas.
Okay.
So Christmas time, this was when we were living in a flat, and obviously we put the Christmas tree, get the presents and stuff, and it was just such a like routine Christmas every time, but it was so much more fun, like presents under the tree, everyone us lot waking up early, like me and my siblings. Mum cooking, like dad's got like the them DVD recorders, like the ones that like and you got all the cassettes, everything, like that was probably like my favorite, because it was such a good time. And every Christmas, like sometimes my uncle, my mum's brother would come, we might have some family come, and it was just so fun. Like we would literally dance from like morning, we'll eat, we'll pray from morning till night, like till we're ready to go to bed, like we'll have the time of our lives. And yeah, it was just so much fun because it was like our little circle, our little bubble. We'll do the presents, we'll get excited, and everyone will take turns unwrap it. Like, that was.
Do you feel like life was just
so simple,
a dream and simple and
cute. I never thought I would leave that. Like, I never thought, because I was a child back then. I just never thought I would like grow out of it. So sometimes when I see how different Christmas is now, especially like with my dad and stuff, like it's so like wow. Different. And it's like when I think back, I'm like, I'm really grateful. Like I would want to have that for my kids. For
you sure. Appreciate those moments.
100%.
Yeah.
I miss it so much. Like, I can't wait to recreate it.
I know. No, that's a really good memory. I'll say myself, what pops up to mind is when he taught us how to skate. So a lot of people don't know how to roller skate, and there's only a few, I'll say black people anyways, unless they've intentionally gone out to learn. But yeah, he used to skate, so he would get he would get me and my siblings to skate. I knew how to skate before I knew how to ride a bike.
Oh wow.
Yeah, literally.
You were on it.
But I think that was a good memory. And also he worked a lot, but when he'll come back with food. Maybe that's where my love for food came from, because if he wants to like make us happy, he'll come back with whether it's chicken and chips or food or rice, something. So yeah. I know it sounds very like minimal, but
a lot of people don't have, like, they can't sit there and be like, oh, this is like a really good memory or whatever, for whatever reason. But I think it's so small, but it's just so sentimental.
So
because of how it made you feel at that time.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, those are the two memories I can like think of, because it's been a while now. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna get into the next part. Would you say you experience what it means to have a father? And just before you answer, some people may see a father as a leader, protector, defender, provider, teacher. So before you actually answer that first question, I'm going to ask you, what is your perspective of a father, or your definition of a father?
I'm guessing, like, for me, just because of my morals and my values and my faith, being a Christian, a father, of course, as it says in the word, is the head of the household. So they go to, like, not necessarily go to work, but they go to work. Obviously, they provide. They're there, they're present. I think
100%,
at times, like you said, like, your dad worked a lot. My dad also worked a lot. At a point, he had 2 jobs. And the difference in the shift in me being in secondary school and me being a child changed so drastically, because I went from seeing him like every day or every other day to seeing him sometimes like I could go 2-3 days in a house, and because of me leaving for school, college and stuff, him coming back and then leaving for a night shift, like we would miss each other for a good 3 days. We wouldn't see each other, and we live under the same roof. Yeah, so for me, it's like obviously being a provider, being able to like be present as well. Maybe at the times where you do have that free time, because you're not out there providing, you're at home or whatever. It's just spending that time, like quality time, and just showing that, like, not just like, yeah, I'm your dad, I love you. It's more so like, let's do something today, or let's go here, or like, let's take a road trip or something, or let's go to the cinema. And I think for me, like, that's what it's about, like genuinely showing, not just like saying that you love your family or your children or your wife, but also just showing it and being present and being able to listen and take accountability. Because I know as a man, sometimes the pride clashes with just being able to take accountability. But yeah, I think it when there's love, there's no room for pride. Like, do you know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, we aim to walk in Jesus and his footsteps that he left on earth, and that's why he came down. So when you think about Jesus and the love, he knew that some people would still to this day deny him and not accept him, but he still chose love.
To love.
And I think, 100%. Like, it just goes a long way in the sense of your family is always going to have, there's always going to be something. But I think just choosing to like maybe not necessarily react, and even if you do react, because we have emotions for a reason, like understanding that it's not them, it's their actions or it's what they've said, and that doesn't like define them as a person. But that's, for me, that's what I
think everything you said was spot on. I think also, I don't know, maybe it's the older generation, but they believe that, I guess, providing, for example, working so many hours, trying to provide for your family, which is amazing. But also you need to be present, because when you think about it, like, our fathers is our first love. And how we see, I don't know, like how we view men first initially comes from them. So I think for me, a father is someone who's present, someone who protects you from the world, who shows up for you, and just covers you. That's how I see a father. Like with Jesus, with God, he covers us. He doesn't allow us to feel ashamed. Condemnation is not even in the question.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I agree.
I think also, despite me now knowing how a father is meant to be through like my faith, I think it's also good to understand that men are like, no one's going to be perfect. And there's men and there's fathers who are still working on themselves, who are still dealing with things. And also it could be just a reflection of like their upbringing as well. So I think just giving grace
for sure
is very important. So to lead to the next question is, do you feel like you experience what it is to have a father, going based off of your definition?
Like you said, I think you mentioned something really
that experience. Yeah.
I think you've mentioned something really important in the sense of what we know now and what we expected when we were much younger, and what we didn't know, what we did know. And I think for me, it's like my dad worked so hard, like to make sure that we were good, and like that, you know, we had a roof over our head and we were fed and stuff like that. And I really, really appreciate it, because I know how it's not easy, especially not being from this country, not having been born here and stuff. So I understand, and I know, like, especially just me being a grinder myself, like working hard, you know, earning money and stuff. I know how, and imagine us now, we have so many opportunities like social media and stuff to make money, whereas they had to like go to work, literally work, hand labor, all of this. So I think if I had to answer that question, when I was much younger, he was so present. I think that's why I can use that memory, because it's like, despite working so much and stuff, he still tried to show up in the best way for like, when at times like he was off, let's go to the cinema, let's go here, or like, oh, we need to go to like so-and-so's house, okay, like get in the car kind of thing. And that was just the sweetest thing, because it's like, my love for jazz came from his instrumentals in the car and the road trips and stuff, and the saxophone. So and, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I learned a lot about him as well, in the sense of, okay, like I can remember my dad listened to the jazz. I think if I had to now push it to like anywhere after like just going into secondary school, no, not really. He was working a lot. Again, he got another job. And I wouldn't really see him. We wouldn't really do much together. We never actually travelled like together. And I don't count going back home as a holiday, because that's your home, like Nigeria's home. But I don't think, I don't think we've ever travelled as a family. Like, we were a family of 6. So 3 other siblings, my mum, my dad. So it was kind of like, right, like when I see other people going on holiday with their family and they're like, oh yeah, we're going on a family, I'm like, oh, this is normal.
I don't think I have any memories of going on holiday apart from Nigeria, but I don't really count.
That's home. That doesn't count.
But other than that, you know, when people say I've been to Butlin.
What?
That's nice.
I've been to my living room.
No, literally,
like family meeting.
No, honestly, but
I think with that, it shifted drastically, and it was like, wow, like. And I got to a point where I think it was like, my dad not even like me or like us, like, because it was like work. And it's like, at times, because I was such a sporty kid, I would do a lot of sports, and I didn't know at the time, but I found that I was hypermobile, so I've got a lot of fluid in my joints, so it's very easy for me to like sprain or like overextend my joints and stuff. So I was always in the hospital, would have to go like, and my mum would literally leave work. She was a nurse, so she is a nurse, so she would like leave work and come. My dad has never left work to come and bear in mind, she was working as well as like, she did her last degree a couple of years ago. she was working, she was going to uni, she was like there for us, she was coming to our shows. And it was kind of like, wow, like that is just never, like he will never, you know what I mean, show up at the hospital or anything. So it was kind of like, like this is really...
I think it's those key moments that, like, even in your adulthood now, you're remembering it. And I think that's what sometimes parents don't
get.
Yeah, they don't think about it at the time. They just see it as this, you know, it's just something that will pass by. But you actually remember those moments from when you were younger.
100%.
Yeah. But it's good that you still have like the memories of like where you felt like you had a father that was present, which is something that is beautiful, regardless of how it turned out. I think for myself, at the time, I didn't even understand I didn't understand now, like how I do now, what it is to even have a father. So just him being there was...
oh, this is great.
Yeah, like, okay, but he left quite early on. So, yeah, it was just weird. Honestly, even with the thing of like divorce, etc., I did not think that was a thing in the Black or like the Nigerian community. I was thinking,
you're here together forever, mate.
Like, what do you actually mean? So it was just weird. Like, it was a weird concept to even just digest as a child. But ultimately, I don't think I would say I've had that experience as what it is to have a father. I've had maybe a snippet or a pinch. I don't even know, but I wouldn't say I've experienced it. And it's sad but beautiful because it's like I get to experience that with God. But obviously sometimes you still want that physical presence.
Yeah.
So that's something, I don't know if anyone else is going through it. Probably a lot of people. It's
different, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. And just to lead into that, how I know you haven't shared this before, and I don't want you to feel nervous or anything, but how... Okay, let's take a break. Are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How is it now dealing with the loss of your father?
You talk about this present day?
You can talk about how it felt then compared to how it feels now.
Ooh, where do I start? I'm trying to keep it short, but it is a lot. Like, it's over the years. So it's been 6 years, or was 6 years in March, so just last month. And yeah, I think to even say that is very weird because it's like, wow, I've actually lived 6 more years after this terrible ordeal. Again, we can only just thank God. But it's been a lot. I think you mentioned something before where it was like, you spoke about perception and how we perceive like men and just our relationships. And I never thought that was a thing. Like, I always, obviously we grew up like watching like My Wife and Kids one-on-one, like, and we're like, yeah, like, this could never be us. Like, I'll never have daddy issues. You know what I mean? And just even saying that is like, it's almost like I really don't like saying things. Like, even when at a point where like a couple years ago, so after his passing, I didn't realize like I was in a depressive state, but I would never ever say like I'm in a depressive state. I would never ever say like I was depressed because I never wanted to believe it.
Yeah.
Especially because like I'm the second born, but I was there when my dad passed in our old house, obviously, where we used to live. And it was me and my mum that was there. My grandma was upstairs. So the rest of my siblings weren't. My sisters came back after, and my brother was actually in Nigeria. And my dad was there with him for 3 years. Like, he was living there for a while, and he was meant to come back. My brother was 12. So imagine having to call him and say, like, Dad's gone.
It's hard.
And obviously just the way everything came about, like finding out on Christmas Eve 2018 that he's got cancer in stage 4, and it's like, my mum's out here fighting, and like, I just remember like, I ended up going to the gym that like after they told me, because I said I just need to like get out of here. And I met up with my ex, a boyfriend at the time, and I just thought this wasn't my life, because I don't know, I just felt like this will never ever happen. Like, this is not happening. I think sometimes I'm still shocked because it's happened, and it's like I'm having to like live this new, like, obviously nothing's ever normal, like nothing, there's no such like thing, but it's been a lot because we didn't speak for 3 years prior to that, just because of things that were going on in the house and our personal relationship. And sometimes I sit there and I do have regret, like, raw, like I should have, even though in this situation he was wrong, but you know what African like parents are like. And just finally getting that apology, like before he was ill and anything, we spoke when he came back to London. My mum went to go get him, saw that he just did not look himself. And we spoke and he apologized, and I remember crying so bad. And my mum, I'm that one in the family, like, I don't cry. So my mum and my sister seeing me cry was like,
okay, this is deep.
This is deep. And then to find out after that he's ill was like, yo,
a double whammy.
God, not too much. Like, I was just like, what is going on? And I remember I was numb, but I was also like so hopeful and faithful that God is like, there's going to be a miracle, like to the point where, they were like stage 4. He didn't want to do chemo because it obviously kills the good and the bad, and he was at that stage. And my mum got to a point where like a lot of people may not know this, but like she searched for like a surgeon somewhere in Europe, basically, like a really good surgeon, and was like, yeah, like we have to do surgery, like like, do you know? And for her, it was like they basically said to her, like, we're operating on a dead man's body. Do you want to go ahead? And my mum was like, yeah, like this is money and this is life. If there's a chance. And I remember this was for my 21st birthday, so they weren't here in January. They came back and he was around for his birthday, which actually falls on Valentine's Day, so it's a little bit hard. But, and then sadly passed on the 5th of March. So it kind of obviously gave us a little bit more time, but it was almost like I didn't think that would happen. And I was in denial for so long because I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. Like, I didn't even want to believe it, to the point where I went back to work. I was in my last year of uni. There was just a lot going on. And I just, I think I'm at a place where I've had a few years to digest it, and life has happened. And I think back and I'm like, oh, if this and this and this didn't happen, if he had come back sooner. And it's all the buts, the ifs, the whats, the maybes. But I think, unfortunately, like you said, it definitely has tainted just the way I view men, to the point where I used to say, like, I don't really care if you think you can come in and out of my life
I was just going to ask, how's it affected, like, the relationships, whether it's the friendships or romantic relationships?
Friendships, I realised those that were really there for me and that genuinely cared for me. And I know it's a hard thing to deal with because no one knows how to really ever deal with death, no matter who's going through it.
It's like, what do you say?
Where do we go from here? How do we navigate this? So with friendships, it almost made me realise, like, those people and like half of those people are still around and still like, do you know what I mean? And I think having them around also shows, like, okay, like, God is actually good because you've literally been with me through this ordeal and you're still here. So I'm really grateful because it's like definitely big blessings in my life. So I'm super grateful to my friends.
That's amazing.
But yeah, like with relationships, I think with men, it's definitely made me kind of think like I spoke to my cousin the other day and she was basically just like, she was like, you've got abandonment issues. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I get a load of this guy, like, you're not a counselor, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, you've got a fear of being abandoned. And I remember, like, just listening to her, and then I absolutely, like, after the phone call, I started to think, and I was like, why would I have abandonment? Like, this don't make no sense. But then when I think about my childhood, and then it's almost like in phases, in years, like, my dad kind of like kept disappearing until he wasn't like physically there anymore. So you
got this. You're doing so well.
So it's obviously when we go back to childhood, means like he's there, he's present. Then you like kind of see him sometimes. Then he went to night, so he physically wasn't there. And then he'd passed in. So it's really heavy. Like, I didn't deep how it would affect me with relationships, but it just makes me think, like, sometimes am I not like good enough?
Good enough, yeah.
And I love so hard. Like I'm like my mum. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve. When I care, I really care. So sometimes I just think like I'm not good enough. Like,
so how would it manifest in relationships? Like what?
So just kind of feel like doing everything right, understanding people, being there as much as I can, like generally forming bonds and caring for like this guy that I'm talking to, or whatever it is. And then it's like, either they just disappear or they just don't know how to treat me, or they're just, their communication. It's almost like they take my kindness for a weakness.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just makes me think like, what am I doing wrong? And it wasn't up until like 2 weeks ago, I was speaking to my friend that recently came back in, like I met him again at my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him in years, and he was like, you're really special, like don't let anyone tell you
otherwise. And you are. Like, I'm not even just saying this, you're honestly so special. And you can tell you've been through a lot, but your energy, you literally light up everywhere you go.
Thank you.
And that's not easy. You don't look like what you've been through at all. I have tissue.
Do you know what it is?
That's my bag. Do I have tissue?
It's almost like I don't need someone to come and tell me that, but it almost made me feel like, you know, it's like, I just feel so seen.
Yeah.
Like, it feel like a couple of years before my dad passed, I wasn't seen and like I wasn't important. So to have someone kind of just like, to have a quick catch up and it just be like over a conversation. This was even via text, and to be told that it was like, you actually see me. Like I feel like a lot of people get the surface level, and I'm really like genuinely, I'm such a deep person, like a yap for England. But when we get into those conversations, like I want to know you. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, what would you do in this situation? I want to know what, like, I want to know. Like, I want to know about, like, be yourself, because I'm always going to be myself. You're never ever going to get a facade. You're never ever going to get, like, a pretense. Like, there's never going to be, like, you're going to get me. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it was just, like, to have someone say that to me, someone that I haven't actually seen in years, haven't spoken to in years, and just from a few conversations, a few catch-ups, like, oh, what's life saying? How have you been? Da-da-da. And we get into it a little bit, get a little bit deep, and it's like, you're really special. And it's just like, how did you even get that? Like, to the point where sometimes I'm even questioning, like, am I?
I think that's the thing as well. What I've noticed, just in general, especially like even joining the church that I'm in, and having people actually speak life into you, there's some things that you can't see, or like some qualities of yourself that you don't immediately see, but other people can draw that out of you so quickly.
Yeah.
And I think those type of people is who you need to keep around you, because you even doubting, like, where are you even getting that from? You should think that of yourself immediately. But there's some things that you can't see because of like your experiences or just what you've been through. So I think it's amazing that that guy could just spot it. And also not just, because some people can see it and they will keep it to themselves. Which I think is probably even worse, because it's like...
It's a bit weird.
That's a bit weird. But the fact that he was able to speak life into you and just remind you of how special you are, because you honestly are.
Thank you.
I think that's amazing.
I love you, girl.
Love you too. But no, honestly, I resonate so much with everything you've said.
I said a lot.
No, but you've honestly, I feel like there's so many people that will just benefit from your story, that will take from your story. Just even with like cancer, I know I've spoken about it before, but like my mum dealing with it, just the whole experience of it. And I think for me, not having a father looked different to you, because it's like my father's still out there somewhere. So I can see how even the abandonment or like the rejection, I think what I say I sometimes may deal with or battle with is rejection. And for me, how that will manifest in relationships is I would want to end things
before
they do. Like I'll probably
to it.
No, I had a track record of speaking to guys for like 2 weeks or 1 week, and then that's it. But it's that fear of rejection. Because it's like the man, my first love,
up and left anyway.
No, literally. But,
so it's like, why would you stay?
So why would you stay? And that feeling of not feeling worthy enough or not feeling enough. Yeah, it's a lot. But
it's a lot.
I think also coming into faith, it's giving you your identity. Girl. Because I think that's what a father does as well, is you literally meet purpose. You meet your purpose. They speak life into you. So having our Heavenly Father do that for us is...
I wouldn't be here. I always say this, and this is why it's like my faith and my husband to be needs to also understand and be equally yoked, because I can't say that I'm gonna... I would have made it this far if it weren't for God, like if it weren't for him. And I think it's such a bittersweet thing to say, but I realized this the other day, like losing my dad brought me back to God. And it's and this is why I say it's bigger than us. Like it's so much bigger than us, because even though he understands that my earthly father's no more here, you always have a father. Do you know what I mean? That's with you 24/7, that created you literally to perfection. So yeah, it's honestly my faith and just knowing and trusting God has been the best thing I could have done in this time, and just getting closer to him. Because I would not have been able to
and
go.
I think that is the perfect place to just end things.
Please.
Guys, thank you so much. But honestly, if you're dealing with loss, if you're dealing with not having a father, look onto your Heavenly Father, because that's the only way you really find true healing, true peace, love, unconditional love. But yeah, thank you so much. No strings attached. No strings attached. Not leaving, even if you do, God knows what, it's not leaving you. It's not leaving your side. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I love that lady. But yeah, make sure you guys share, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye. That was so good, Vivian.
It's a wrap.
You done so well.
I was literally trying to hold everything in, like honestly, because
you did so well.